Good morning out there, good people. Got the stream going here this morning. Going to not taking any trades this morning. I'm gonna just watch the market. Sitting over here chilling with the big homie Spark as he makes money in the market today. Actually, he is long right now off of a entry signal that showed on his chart. I could somewhat see it, but I wouldn't want to be long until we got over 23,372 based on what I'm seeing. And I still have a red chart, so I would be kind of playing the early move. There's the push over 372 that needs to hold though. A hold over 372, close, break that candle, and off to the races up to about 380 is what I'm gonna call, which is VWAP. Probably snap through that. What we got? 12 seconds, 10 seconds left in this candle. Yeah, that was a push up to 61.8. Looking good so far there, big homie. What you say your target is? Okay, I can see it. I got 384 is my second line of defense. That was VWAP. I said it's gonna come up tap 379. So that was VWAP tap. Close and hold over that. Break that candle, then you can go see 385. But VWAP is gonna do what VWAP is gonna do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and move this channel. Since we are going up, let's activate that. And I gotta find a point of reference. I see my point of reference. So I'll bring this channel all the way up to right there. So top of the channel 382. We'll start seeing a green flip here in a minute. Top of the channel 382 for the push back down. So or let me just put this music that's playing in the background in my ears so I don't get flagged and copyrighted. All right, so there we go. Yeah, that's a good push right there, right up to second line of defense. That's, if this can break and hold over that, there's the flip green. It closed right below that level. Literally right freaking below the level. And if you notice, my chart flipped green. It can flip back red. It's not really locked in. It won't lock in until you get a couple of candles. Yep, that's what I was afraid of, boss. That second line of defense tap, and it tapped it on the number. Good buy back up though. Good buy back up. Still don't have market open volume yet in this candle. No, I'm talking, yeah, volume wise though, like, on my chart, it shows like 0 to 100. Those, we're about 50% of, that candle was about 50% of, market volume. Let's see. You got a little pseudo 3-bar play forming. It's already then went though. It broke the high of that candle. Didn't want to see that. Otherwise, you just got to get in now and put your stop on that candle. Rip. Rip. This going to 97, boss. That's the 78.6 level. Got 20 seconds left in this candle if it can stay strong. It's crazy how the bulls bought that. Man, let me take a screenshot. I'm gonna show you. This is why I always say that, like, I have to draw my channels precise. And I didn't got to the point where now it's fairly easy for me to draw the channels and I don't even have to adjust them. But look at where the bears pushed that back down right to that level on the channel, and then the bulls just snapped it right back up again, pushed it right back over. Yeah, that was a good play to get your target, because it just pushed over. It didn't break the candle to be able to get up there to that 78.6 level. What was that, a standard deviation level for you? Okay. Yeah, I see this. Like I said, we over 68.1 or 61.8 right now. So I think we're going to get up there to 78.6 fairly easy. That'll be the next, what's that? That'll be the next test to, that the bears have a chance to kind of reject. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Closed right at the high of the previous candle. Going up there to 97. You got that whole number of 400. That's probably going to be a big reject too. There's the tap of the 78.6 level. Yeah. Let's see if the bears is in the house. Let's see if the bears are in the house. This is where they would need to defend at, is at that whole number. I'm sure there was a lot of profit takers right there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it was gonna be quite a few profit takers at that number, so. Let's see if this is gonna come back down. To you, to us, to love. And look at that, man. I'm not even motivated to open up Ninja Trader, and I can see the trades just happening. That's, for me, that's growth. Like, to not even want to take a trade. Gonna lock this solid weekend. Focus on getting this shop cleaned up this morning. But I can't code. Gotta find my way back to you, baby. Yeah. Gotta find my way back to you, to us, to love. Shorts in play, 91. That's a 10-point stop. That would be an easy trade if you're trying to see if the market is going to come back down. Based on what I see, Spark say he got a supply up there, plus his mean is up there, but these bulls trying to be relentless. Boom, boom, that shit's headed up to 88 now. The 88 level, I should say, which is 405. So I say them bulls not playing. Another clean tap of the level. So that's why if you're gonna go long, it's best to have your target like maybe just a little. I put mine just a little before those levels because I don't want to get psyched in, but clean touch of the 88 level. Now do we break the 88 level? Oh, look at that. It's still moving. What's all-time highs? I can't see where my next level is at. Gotta find my way back. All right, Miss J. Get your name on your shirt. Okay, okay. Yeah, and see, we didn't get it, what you call it. This would be where I would want to go short at. First 1 minute candle to make a new low if it can make it. Or move back down to 386. Anybody out there watching this stream right now, can you tell me if you can hear my machines in the background running fairly loud? Look at that. Look at that. Clean call. Clean call. Break the low of the previous candle and we flushing out the 386. And you got to have your target at like 388. Don't even take a chance on it coming down and tapping the level. Like, get your money and get out. But that was a clean read. I wouldn't expect no more out of that trade. I wouldn't expect no more out of that trade. Yeah, it's a good bounce level. You got second line of defense. You got VWAP. You got the pivot cloud. You have a lot of things in your favor for a quick push back up. Now I would have targeted like 390. I'd have it at like 396, that's a good 10 points. I would be hit right there. That would have been my target. Because I'm not going to try to see it break that 78.6 level. With me, my thinking is take that profit, and if we get back over 400, then I can get back long with a stop at even like 395. I can give the market 5 points to see the continuation. But I'm going to take those 10 points off the table. And if you're in 10 contracts, that was a quick $200. I live for you, live for you. Without you. Where you stop at on this one? Where at? Okay. Yeah. Where your target at? Like 435? Tom? Okay. So what's that? Like 0.75? Not quite 1-to-1. Gotcha. Yeah, so that's that push. This needs to break that high over there. This needs to break that wick. Otherwise, it's setting up for a lower high right here. Got 10 seconds to do it. Got 10 seconds to do it. There it go. There it go. Break that level. Let's look at that. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You could be setting up for an M top right there. Might be more than just the one thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna draw a up channel right here. Let's get an up channel and then we can adjust it to see where this could possibly run to. We're gonna go right there. Let's see if that get knocked down. And then what I do is I just use the low of this point. So that's my channel right there. And then watch this. I'll activate it. And then I'm gonna just find a point. And I'm gonna move this up to right there. So now I have expectation if this holds 88 that we can go see 419. If it can get over this channel, which will also put it over 88. If not, now I see where pullback should come to. Pullback should come to 397. Pullback should come to 394. We break that all the way back down to second line of defense. Look at that. It's just like that. Just like clockwork right there. Let's see. Nixon had two green trades off that setup. Same play. So if you're expecting the long to work, you could have entered right there off of that bounce. No real confirmation. You're just taking it off of the level. No me. I need confirmation. I still think that this could be a M top and on its way back down. Let's try something. Let's take this channel. We're going to activate it and we're going to take it up to right there. And watch this. Let's see if that down channel, look at that. That down channel is right there at second line of defense. That's confirmation, or not confirmation, but that's confluence. Nice confluence right there. Yeah. Yep. Nice confluence. And that's why I just draw one channel going up, one channel going down, and I could just move those channels to wherever price is at. Boom. That's the base of that down channel and that second line of defense. I expect the bounce. That was 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, fairly lackluster. Definitely got it. Train. Get over here. Oh, I like to myself. Yeah, it's looking like an M top. Ain't never gonna be. Nobody like you. Ain't never gonna be. Nobody. Let's see. I want to see how much resources this cam draws if I turn it on. You might even find. Let's see. Did that add? Man, no volume in that candle though. You, baby, ain't never gonna be nobody, 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 nobody like you. Hey, girl, ain't never gonna be. Hey, girl, baby. All right. Yeah, Bulls kind of stepped in, but took it right to the channel again. What we looking at? 30%. Okay, that ain't too bad. Nobody. All my life, nobody like you. Yeah, baby. Test 1, 2. Okay, that volume is off. That volume is off. We got all volumes off. Let's take a look. I ain't looked at the big picture in a minute. Let's see what the 15-minute look like. Nobody like you. Got all of these 1-minute charts up. Let's change this to a 15-minute chart. I was doing a little comparison between the old code and new code, and I'm going to put everything on the old code this weekend. And anybody out there that's viewing or catches the replay, I'm gonna make a special deal right now. If you catching this on a replay, because we 24 minutes in. If you catch this on a replay and you looking for a decent system to trade, hit me up in the comments and I will send you the revised OTRS trade system and the manual showing how I trade it. I'm gonna do that for like a week. So if anybody catches this on a replay, go in the normal comment section, leave a comment, and I will send you the updated code, because I do want to put this in some people's hands just to get some kind of feedback on it. So yeah, I'm willing to do that. I have no problem doing that. I could turn that off. So the 15s, and see, this is why I got to flip over every so often. The 15 just flip back green, boss man. And it's a 15-minute 3-bar play with 4 minutes left. Yeah, we gotta. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. That's why I said this 15 is looking good. And the 5-minute is looking good. What is this 5-minute? Got a daily? That has a weekly? I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this 5-minute to a weekly fib level so we can get rid of all of those. Left me to you. It left me to you. Pandora's over here jamming. Why is the ghetto bird in the sky? Got the ghetto bird flying in my neighborhood this morning. Let's see. Yeah, man, you don't know what the ghetto bird is? Police helicopter. It's the ghetto bird. You don't see no regular birds in the ghetto, but you'll see that helicopter floating around. You will see. Is JSO, and I say JSO, people don't know what JSO is unless you live here. Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, are they in y'all's news? Have they been in y'all news this week? Any? Yeah. Have you seen anything on YouTube about cops breaking this dude's window and punching him in the face and then snatching him out the car and beating him up? Was like right down the street from my house, like 3 exits on the interstate. I always say, like, my pops taught me at a young age, like, you will never win on the street. You will never win on the street against the cops. So don't argue. Like, I had cops tell me he was questioning why they pulled him over. In the eyes of an officer, that's arguing. And then when they told him to get out the car and he closed the door, you're not gonna win that. You will never win that on the street. Ever. Now he gonna probably get paid. But you will never win that battle on the street. I had cops. Exactly. And now your family eating. Now your family get $1 million settlement and you not here no more. Because I had cops tell me back in the day, like, I'd take your ass up in the hills and beat your ass. I'm like, yes, sir, you will. Why I'm going to tell you not going to do it? Just to entice you to do it even more. Like, no, I'm trying to go home. What we need to do to make this better, officer? Because I didn't antagonize some. I had one. Told his ass, chingas tu pinche policías pendejos salvacos culeros. That son of a bitch. What you say, boy? I was like, nothing. Talking that old NWA F the police intro. He's like, what you say, boy? I didn't say a darn thing, sir. Go on about your business. It's like, nah, I want you to go and run me your driver's license. The female. Yeah, that's here in Jacksonville. And like I said, was the officer wrong? 110%. But did dude kind of entice them? 110%. And now the sheriff, because we got a black sheriff, he's like, oh no, we didn't do anything wrong. Bullshit, man. Own up to it. My cop got a little aggressive. That he did. We'll look into this a little bit further, and any disciplinary actions, we'll let you know. But a news person asked him, like, was that a sucker punch? And he like, no, that wasn't no sucker punch. Bullshit. Own up to it, man. This shit is out in the public now. Like, why are you trying to deny it? My officer was a little aggressive. We'll have to look into it further to see if it was in our guidelines. But nah, man, he gonna get paid. Soon as he posted that shit, Benjamin Crump was on the phone like, "Hey, my brother, how would you like for me to back you for the free? You just gotta pay me when we get your money." He like, "Cause we gonna get you some money." Won't you follow us? All right, so we see and look at that. That's what I talk about, man. My 15-minute was green a second ago. It didn't lock in, and now it's back red. Let me blow back up to 1 minute. And see, this is what so this new system that I have, it gave an entry. Evan would have took that trade. I'm almost because it gave the entry. Yellow arrow, break the high of the candle, you get the black dot, turns the candle black. But we at the top of a channel. It's going to reject that channel. You got to play it that way. Would it have stopped you out yet, though? Where's the stop? Let's see where the stop is at. The stop is at 81, so you wouldn't be stopped out yet, but you're going to get taken for a ride, really, when you don't have to, because you have to play what I call things that can affect the trade. This channel can clearly affect the trade, and it is. All right, man, let's get back moving. Let's get back moving. We was doing good. We were doing great. We come together on this special day to send a message loud and clear. We touchdown soft days. Future. You will find. In your heart and soul, don't hesitate, as the world seems cold. Stay at home. Never. See of the world. Plant your flowers and they grow. A child is born. Heart of gold. It's fire. Oh yeah. Order. Let me turn your mic up. What you on today? What you using today? You running? What'd you say now? You did? See, that's my goal, is to get one more, but I'm not gonna get it, and I'm gonna buy it with the proceeds from the one I'm trading. But I want to have that extra one. What you risk per trade? What's your risk per trade? $40 per trade is what you risking? Man, what you been waiting on to get that freaking account? $40? You know how many trades you can take? But okay, so that's 15 trades. You gotta take 15 losing trades to blow an account up. Yeah, man. Dude, you could have been getting paid in the shade. There was nobody to care after. Uh-huh. Hmm. Mm-mm. Just to take care of me. Snap me back. No stranger. Mm. Yeah, 750, but realistically, 740. But like I had to remember, you have to trade 5 days. So even if I make 600 in one day, I still got to trade the other 5 days. So like this, the last one, I was like, all right, my goal, if I make 600, give back 100. And then I make 500 in 3 days. I'm still good. Yeah, yeah. But if you could put that cushion on you on the other side just to kind of take the pressure off, because we know we can do it. And like you said, if you risking $120 a trade, but you shooting for 2 hours, that's three trades, and you at 5 bills. Even if you take a hit on a trade, or let's say 4 trades, and you take a hit on a trade, you still good. All right, man. Do I want some fruit? Yeah, let's eat some fruit. So fruits. And let's get these orders laid out. We're gonna start grinding. Offside of the love that I show. The soft side of love. Yeah, we're just riding this channel. Volume has tapered off. So that initial trade that I was talking about never stopped you out if someone had taken that, and it has given 1, 2, 3, 4 new signals. Trust the process. My good brother Lonzo, how you doing out there today? No trades today, just sitting here kind of monitoring the market. Let's see, Mississippi. Good morning, Levante. Speaking, may I help you?
Hey,
Somebody want to order like 15 freaking Dickie shirts. Yeah, money's on bounce for you. I see it. I see it. I see you. Money's on bounce. Nah, that ain't proven, man. You're not doing. You're not looking at AMD. You're not seeing what TSM is doing. Calling it a day. True, because yeah, I feel you. The way I love you. Ghetto bird is back in the sky. For me too. That's why I said I'm about to put everything on my one original edge, and you can use the black dot entry. You could use the first 1 minute candle to make a new high entry. You can use whatever entry mechanism that you want. And then you have 3 stop mechanisms. You got the low of the previous candle. You have the bottom of the bounce cloud, or you have the ATR stop. You have 3 different entries, and they're all defined. Which one you want to take? What's your tolerance? Do you like instant gratification? Give it the first 1 minute candle to make a high and keep a tight stop, because it should go. Do you want to give the market some room? Use the yellow arrow black dot and give it the ATR stop, if you want to give it room. Or you can give it the bounce cloud. There's several different entries. Good morning, Miss Esther, aka Lioness. I am lovely, and yourself? Nice, nice. Yeah, I am sitting on hands. I'm actually red on the day, but like $10 red from taking a trade last night just to take a trade. Yeah. My goal was like, I'm not gonna lose more than $20. Nice, decent week that I'm up, so we'll lock that in. What account, or not what account, but what company is that? Yeah, I've been preaching. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Top one. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'd be curious myself. I just pulled it up. Um, some of the things I'd have to kind of look into, like the max trailing drawdown is 6%. So I have to see what that means. Consistency is only 20, so you can only make 20% per day. See, those be the things that get me. Hmm. Yeah, I'd be curious um to see how you like it. So I like take profit just because once you get into a pro account, they really have no limitations. You can make $10,000 in a day, and they're not going to hold it against you. The only thing that's bad with them initially is the trailing drawdown because it's instant. But once you get over whatever your buffer is, then it no longer trails you. So I prefer the $25,000 accounts because with a 25K account, you have to make $1,500. So once you, if you do the like the eval, you make $1,500. You got to trade 5 days, and you in the eval there's a consistency rule, 50%. So you can't make more than 50% in one given day, and they strict. Like I used to do it with Top Step, and I might go over the 50%, and then they add that to whatever I need to make to be able to pass. Take Profit Trader, I went over by $4 and they closed the account. And no, that was in the eval. And I couldn't be mad though, because like when I did it in my chat, I'm like, I really should take another trade and go below the 50% because I knew I was over the 50%. But my thinking was Top Step thinking, to where, okay, I'm over by $4. Now instead of having to make 1,500, they're going to make me have to make like $1,517 or something crazy. But that's not how they work. If you over 50%, they canceling your account and they're going to say that you failed because of this rule. I was pissed. Huh? No. Yeah, but I was wrong. I gotta take that on the chin. Yeah, I was for 2 days. I almost made a YouTube video, but I said nope. That was my fault. I did that, so I can't be mad when I'm the one who broke the rule. So I tell people, if you're going to trade with them, if you do the 25K account, don't make more than 750, because one, and this is what I tell Spark, I had to trade 5 days. Why do I need to pass in 2 days? That's because I want to pass in 2 days, but I still have to trade 3 more days after those two. So, but once you pass there, so like right now, their 25K account is $90. So you pay the $90. Once you pass, you pay nothing else. They send you straight over into Pro. And now you don't have the consistency rule, but you have that trailing drawdown that trails you all throughout the day. So yeah, 6%. Gotcha. Yeah, see, that's like I said, those are the two things I see. Is that I don't like. I really wouldn't like the 20% consistency, because that limits what you can make in a day, and then I would just have to understand their max trailing. Yeah, you just have to spread it out over the time. But with take profit, like I said, if you make $10,000 today, the first day that you get into that account, you could pull 80% out, and then you could take payouts every single day. And like I said, there's no consistency rule, but it's just getting over that whatever your buffer is. So that's why I kind of prefer them. And that I won't say it could build bad habits, but it can get you to the point where I was at. I literally was taking payouts every day. If I made $400, give me my $400, because you have to. If you take a payout less than 250, they'll charge you a $50 fee, and then it's an 80-20 split. So you want to at least make like $400, so that after they take their 20% cut, you still over that 250. But for me, that's why I was kind of liking them, because if you have those outlier days where like the market is just doing something stupid, like you can make $3,000-$4,000, and if you want to pull 1,500 of it out, you don't have to really worry about that consistency part of it. So that's kind of why I prefer them. Yeah, yeah. And that's the other thing with Take Profit. They are super quick with their payouts as well. Like same day, like, or not same day. If I request it today, it's literally in my bank tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, I would be curious to see, because I see there's quite a few like new ones that popped up. I think Spark had posted it, and I'm not sure if somebody had posted it over there, where that lady has her YouTube channel that breaks down all the different prop firms and she grades them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's received some payouts from him. Yeah, but my thing is, don't be out there hyping up something and you ain't had one. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, you good. I was just eating some fruit my darn self. Hmm. Huh. I may have to try that. So the yogurt kind of softens because oatmeal. Did you cook the oatmeal prior to, or you just put it in the yogurt? Eh, Okay, and it just softens it right on up from sitting in there. Yeah, I may have to try that. Sounds like something that I would be interested in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds interesting enough for me to want to try it. No, nah, I have a ton of orders I got to get done. I'm like totally backed up. I won't say backed up, but it's my busy season, so I'll be out in the shop all weekend. Tried to go to Mexico last week and that did not work. So I may try again in a couple of weeks. I think I'll probably have my grandkids over this weekend if they want to come hang out. Haven't seen them little jokers in a minute. Haven't seen them all summer, so I need to be a good pawpaw and have them come over for a few hours. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely grab it when I. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I would prefer the yogurt one anyway, because that would give it some flavor and some texture. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this market not really ain't really doing much for me today. Looking at it, kind of just been range bound on the Nasdaq. Da, da, da. All right, let's get back moving again. It Heard it come through, so something came through. Let me see. Over here trying to clean my shop up today, so. I'm trying. Yeah. That's why I like it, because you could just have it sitting there. And for me, I like the snack, especially during the morning time. So I just go in there and put something in a bowl. Let's see, where did you send it to? Where did you send it to? Let's see. Okay. Voice lounge chat. Where? Ah, yeah. 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 It posted all of them. So those are your personal ones there. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It showed up. It did. Yeah. Came up in the Recipe Keeper online website. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I just have a because I like to cook, so I got a folder where I just dump recipes in all the time. So I'll dump it in that folder. Go to the grocery store. Gotcha. And see, I got a ton of. Yeah. Was that like a 8 ounce jar? Yeah. So I have those. Yeah, I have those like the Chinese food containers, the little plastic one. I got a ton of those. So. Hmm. Exactly. I take them to work with me. That way I don't have to worry about trying to pack something up and bring it back home. I just toss it because I got 1,000 of them. Yep. So I'll definitely give that a try when I make my way to the grocery store this weekend. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I got enough room to put this printer. Oh, you say you still are you still in a trade? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. What's the dial? MYM? What is the dial? YM? Yeah, bigger boy. Let's see.
over and got in as we broke that 900, trimmed off some, added one, trimmed off some more, and now I'm sitting with a 915 cost basis with some ads down around that area, 22, 13, 09, 900.
Yeah. What time was your initial entry?
Well, because I was in the platinum trade first, so I got in late. But let me see. I think I entered around 7:30.
Oh, so you've been holding that bad boy for a minute.
Oh, sorry. I'm California. Your time.
7:30, so
would have
10:30 or 10:50.
10:30. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
Gotcha.
I forget you guys are in different time zones.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. You said around 10:30 you got in?
Yeah, about half an hour ago.
Okay. Yeah, you caught that right when my chart flipped from red to green.
See,
Uh,
girl
Um,
knows. Your girl knows.
yeah. And so for me, I had where this topped out at 45,000. That was I got a 50% fib level. So it came up, retested at 1047, pulled all the way back down to the 38.2 level, caught support, went back up, tried to break the 50% level, couldn't do it. It peekabooed over, rolled over, and now it is below that 38 level. And you say, so when you put your ads at to get back in, where would you have an ad at to get back in at?
So I do something like what you're talking about with your fib boxes. I use a fib box and I set it up for my 50% zones. So I look for the pullbacks in the trend, and I have a box drawn from 951 to 892, and that creates a 50% at 922. So I've got an ad at 922.
Okay.
I also have another smaller box that created an ad at 913. And then I've got just some standard ones at 900 and, obvious levels. But I use my, if you're looking, for example, at a 2 minute and you drew a Fibonacci box that you cleaned out all the fibs and basically just left a 50% line in, you'll see that that pullback, the 50% is 922.
Gotcha. And you draw, what do you draw your fib levels based on? Like what level?
So like, for example, on your chart, if you look at, I'm looking at your black, so starting with the lowest point, you go up and you see we have a pull up in your red area. You have a pull up and then a pull back. I would draw a box right there from the top of that candle you're on right now to the bottom of the next candle. And I would just leave it there. And
Okay.
then that would be, the 50% mark would be a potential ad. Then I go up to the next pop up and pull back, which is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles over. And I would draw another box, and you'll see how that box was swept already. So if you drew it from the candles to the left, if you drew it, you see we popped above it, pulled back, swept the 50% zone. I added, and then we went back up. That's continuation of trend. So now that box that was created there by that, what kind of looks like a dark purple or black candle at the top of your trend. Yep, to the left. Nope, to the left.
Oh, over here.
Left. Right there. Yep. If you use that as the top, higher one as your top, and then draw it to the bottom of your trend. And
Okay,
again,
so you just doing, so from here to here.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I got you. So you're going basically from pivot to pivot, the most recent pivot to pivot.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then I put a 50% mark there, and I say, okay, if we pull back and we snatch that, we're continuing trend. And if we break below that pivot in the bottom, then we're breaking trend. So that could be your exit, right? Depending on your pain tolerance, right? You add at the 50% mark, it can either be a continuation, and then you can trim it at the top, so 1-to-1, or you can simply hold it. But you can set your risk at the bottom of that pivot.
I gotcha.
Maintain in and out of a trend. That's how I do it.
Yeah, so you figuring if it lets go of that 50%, then the bears have a little bit more strength. The bull, because the bulls, and that's the same way like live traders, like
Yeah.
kind of what I built on. They want to see that pullback not break that 50% level
Right.
because it should catch
And
support
sometimes,
and go.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes we'll get a little stronger pullback, which is why I don't put my stop until the break of that pivot, not just the 50%. 50% is my add, and then we can pull back even further because sometimes they know that and they'll swipe it. They'll come down a little lower, but if they don't break the pivot, then the trend is still in play. And that's
Yeah.
just old school 50 years ago um, logic that I used from an old paper I was reading and um, implemented that into my strategy. So
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
yep. And so right now, and the thing is with my strategy, you could do the reverse. See how we're forming the same sort of boxes on the downward trend?
Mm-hmm.
We've got one there. Yep. And now we broke below it, and now we probably swept it yet. I don't know. Let me see. Let me draw a box. And this is where if I feel like we're getting too weak, I'll go ahead and put, so for example, I could put one right now at 976 and say, okay, I see that we've gone down, we've continued to go down. I'm going to go ahead and assume that we're on a downward trend for a while. So let me drop out of another contract at 976 because that's the 50% of the downward motion, right? And so I could trim out at 976 and I've still got my ads below. I'll only be in one contract then. And this is how I play. Right or wrong, this is how I trade.
Yeah. And what's your what's your batting average usually?
So I don't. Sorry, that order just got filled on the 76. Well, let me look at my stats on this account so far. Let's see. Well, this one says I've got 100% win rate, which obviously it's because it's a brand new account. That's not realistic. Does it give me any stats on any of the trades? No, because everything's a win. Okay, that's not fair.
Hmm.
It's not realistic.
Yeah, and that's just because you don't have much data for that account.
Yeah, because I've only had the account for a couple days.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Like for
I don't have.
me, now if this candle breaks the high, I'm expecting this to go higher. That's high.
Yep.
That's always my play. I'm like, all right, break the high. But I've
Yeah, and I know a lot of you momentum traders. I try it, but I don't do well in Momo. So I stick to my retraces, and I suffer through a lot of pain that some of you guys wouldn't suffer through, and it works for me. But I try the Momo, and I just don't do very well with it.
yeah, and see, I'm just the opposite. I don't do well giving the market room.
Yep.
'Cause like I said, my thought process is should it get off the pot. So I want to see it go. So like if you look on my chart now, you'll see like these little arrows and the dots. That's another
Yep.
system that I've kind of built, and it gives the market room. So basically, you entering on a dot and you're putting a stop on like a ATR line, which gives the market range. I like it. It's basically a 1-to-1 strategy. But I was like, nah. So I'm gonna incorporate this into my old edge because this is a new one that I just been kind of looking at. But I just like I've been telling Spark, I need that somewhat instant gratification.
Yep. Well, that's why my process. You can always adapt to a shorter time frame. You can do it on like a 30-second. You can do it on like a 15-second. You can do it, and you can look for swipes because they happen, right? And I've done that, but I found myself making too many trades for me. Like I don't need the quick satisfaction, so I would get in and out and in and out and in and out, and it was great. And if you want to do that with like 10 or 15 contracts, that may be a better play. But I started pulling myself out and realizing I could do it on a 30-minute and I could make a grand, 2 grand because I could just sit there 3 grand because I could just sit in it because I waited for the big time frame. But like I'm looking at yours right now, it looks like we broke out of that downward trend. You have a downward channel and we broke the channel. Does that indicate for you we broke the downward channel but we remained inside the upward channel? So is this an indication for you to get in? Because you're holding that green line of yours.
No. So like right now, my chart is green, so I should only be looking for longs. But I know that the market is in a downtrend. So that's why I drew the down channel. I would be looking for shorts. I couldn't go long again until we get over 44,980. If we break,
Why would you be looking for shorts if you've got a green chart? Isn't that counter to your process?
yeah, but I just this chart is going to flip red in a minute if the pressure stays like it is right now.
Okay.
So I technically can't go short because the chart is red, and I can't go long until price gets back above about 44,980. So where price is at right now, this is going to flip this chart will start flickering red probably in the next, give it 2 bars. If they keep this downward pressure, you'll start seeing my chart kind of flipping red. But it's, so this little broken line, I call that first line of defense. That's going to be support. That gold line is VWAP. That's going to be support. So that's going to kind of give it a little smoke, but the market is bearish right now for me. And I can't go short because the chart is green, but I'll take a short. I'll take a short. I wouldn't take it now because like I said, it's what I call things that can affect the trade. First line of defense, I know that's going to affect the trade. VWAP, that's going to affect the trade. So if I jump short right now, this thing can just springboard back up. So I need to see it. So short, I really wouldn't want to take a short until this gets below 23.
Right.
By then, the chart is fully going to be red. And I'm out of the way of all of these things that can affect my trade.
Yep.
And again, I can't go long until we get back above second line of defense. And I would want to see price back over this 38.2 level. If it holds 38.2, I'd be long. And always, this was something long time ago I used to say, if price gets back in one of these channels that I have drawn, it's going to be an explosive move back up. Like I was streaming yesterday and I made that call in my video, and literally 7 minutes later, the market went crazy because it got back in that channel. I'm like, if it gets back, like if you look over here where this channel started at, like that's the type of explosive moves I'd be wanting to see when it gets back into a channel. But yeah, this is, like I said, I would be bearish thought process. I just can't do it technically because the chart is red. But my 1 minute, you can see that orange cloud there. That's the 1 minute. It's bearish. This green one, this is the 5 minute. We're below it. So that's why I was saying you'll start seeing this chart flip red once these two moving averages cross. They just haven't crossed yet. They would have to cross like you see over here. And then I have the chart will usually flip front running the actual crossover just to kind of give me heads up. But yeah, this should start flipping. It should pull back, give a retest, and then it should lock in. And yeah, we should be totally bearish at that point.
So I'm adding to my long at this area. I just added 1 contract.
Gotcha. So let's see if that candle holds. For me, I'm always, if it breaks the low, we should go see 900. We should go see the base of that channel. And then that's going to be a whole number too. So that should be like a big bounce area. What does the YN pay like per point?
It's mild. It's only like 25. Let me see, 50 cents per point. Let me look at
Okay.
my. What was that?
NQ just took off.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Tesla just hit one of my alerts. It's 50 cents a point.
50
for a
cents.
contract on the micro.
Okay. So that's $5 a point on the big boy.
Yep.
And see, so now what I would do, so this is the retest that I was talking about. This should come back up and retest this channel. And now if we get another 1 minute candle to make a new low, this is coming down. But I'm gonna activate this and I'll just pull this down to about, nah, I won't go that far. I'll go right there. Because that'll give me no man's land in between there.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
How many trades you done took over there since you've been gone, boss?
I stopped trading. I locked in at 2 and change.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, 240. 240 something.
That's
I
what I.
don't want to trade this area up here, but they did pull back, giving me a clean buy setup with a hidden divergence demand line. So could have taken that, but I did not. Because my target's closed. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you stuck to your guns.
Shit, I mean, I could open up. My guns is 300. I'm trying to make that 300 a day.
Nah, your guns was saying that you was done for the day. Sticking to your guns.
Why you want to be the police, for?
Because I know I will be.
Police over here, man.
I'm the king of saying that I'm done on the day and go back. And my done on the days, I tell people I could be up $500 and I'll get back in the market chasing $50 and I'll blow an account up.
Yep.
Trying to chase. So no, we're gonna lock in what we done locked in and call it a good week.
Good shit. Yeah.
Be ready to take it on Monday. Like I said, if I open the charts up Sunday and I see a clean setup, then we'll go for it. But otherwise, gonna enjoy a nice green week.
It's all about each battle. Yeah, no, I like this little setup they gave me right here. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking demand line.
So wait, did I just read that right? Are you streaming this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh no, my voice is on YouTube and I've been cussing. That's not. I'm quiet. I'm putting mute.
Do I have Discord streaming though? So I can stream and I can kill different parts of it. A lot of times, a lot of times I don't even have myself talking. Usually I don't even have my camera on, but I said I'm on today. Yeah, I just killed the Discord. Yeah, it'll just no. Yeah, see, sometimes it's good to have a conversation though, just because people can hear how it ain't always technical. Not always. Yeah, so right now it's just me talking. So they'll just hear me talking. Yeah, yep. Hold on, be right back. Hello?
Hey, sir, I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it should be that upper area should be free to be able to put something on. That's the main thing. Like you could be able to look at it and see, as long as it has a good clean area to be able to embroider on. Yeah, two black ones. Yeah. Alright, sounds good. Probably Sunday. Because I got my shop. I'm trying to get some structure this week. So right now I don't have no machines running. Yeah. Trying to get some structure, and that structure will actually make my day go a little quicker. Alright, sounds like a plan. Alright, bye. Hey, Kosha. Yeah, it goes to LMD. LMD.
Hello? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I just did. Yeah, the top button. Yeah, but I just noticed why you said I was doing double feedback on YouTube, which sucks. Because I got my headset on and my desk mic was on. I had both mics on, so it was picking up audio through both mics. So that's what that was all about. Mm-hmm. But that's why I said that's the good thing. Like I said, because we be having all kind of crazy conversations over here. I think I had it. Is it on YouTube? Yeah. See, I wonder. So I wonder. I'm gonna try something. Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? You can hear me? Okay. So I muted myself in the. Yeah, I muted myself in the Discord chat. So Spark, you hearing me through the stream on and on there. All right, so now you should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm streaming on a virtual camera, so when you hearing the feedback, you catching it through OBS and you're catching it through. Because I had just muted myself, so it should have boosted back up for Lion just then. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Lion coming through because I took all of the cardboard I had in my shop and I used that as a base and took all of the rocks out, and my little area up front looking nice now. From the last, remember when we was discussing using cardboard as a weed killer? Yeah, I did that probably about a month ago now. Okay. Came out very nice. Yeah, okay. No problemo. That's what I be telling people. Like, nah, it's more than just trading. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right where my second line of defense is sitting at. What the Sam Heasy? See, I know it was a reason. I bought a new embroidery machine and they was like, well, we'll give you a new printer with it. This printer runs on 220. Like, they must have got these on discount from China. And like, we'll just throw that printer in and get it up out of our shop. That's all this is. Like, literally runs on 220. So they had to send like a step up converter to convert 110 to 220. They're gonna fool around and blow my shop up. Not good. But I'm gonna set it up and see, because I should be able to make t-shirts with this. Go check out MNQ. Hmm. Hmm. Da, 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 da. Man, look at that clean tap of the 100 level on MNQ. Cancel that. We'll cancel that. And yeah, I had to clean it up, but you know me, I dropped this here. Now I have expectation. It should bounce right there, and if it don't, this is coming all the way back down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open up NinjaTrader right here. Oh nah. We just talking trash. I am definitely not gonna touch. I wouldn't even open it to play in the sim. Fool around. I'm gonna jump in this. I'm gonna just trade in the actual sim, and before I know it, I look and be like, I need to try to make this $10 back. And see, and what did you make in the you was in the sim all week. See, I told you should have jumped in that 25K. I be trying to tell this joker. Yeah, it's 25% the one that I saw on their website just when I went to go look at them. 25. And see, that was the other thing I like about Take Profit too, is that, so let's say you get into a pro and you blow up, instead of like having to do the eval all the way again, you could just pay and go straight back into a pro account. What platform do you usually trade on? Okay. For your charting. Okay. Gotcha. I see. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's all I saw that they used on there. No. Is that called Trade Locker? Because that's when I scroll down, it says just like their platform just says Trade Locker. So that's what I'm assuming. Yeah, and I think that's what it is. They have their own like they brand it whatever they brand it, and then it's whatever the base is for it. Because it was another one that I traded like that. Wait, no, I think that come out today. Happy Gilmore 2. comes out today? Yeah, only on Netflix. Yeah. Yeah, I think today was the first day that it's available. Yeah, I'm gonna check. I may check it out. Come on, man. Yeah, this market is a snooze fest. This is a snooze fest. Wouldn't you agree? It's not doing nothing. Yeah, volume fell off. Market volume. Uh-oh, somebody's in an order. Work that market. Work that market. Oh, trying to short that supply right there. adding the entire time. Okay, I'll take this. I'll take one right there. Oh God, I'll take one right there. Oh God, I'll take one. The balls of your feet sweating. Trust me, I know that feeling, man. That's why I said it felt good this week not to do none of that stupid stuff. To not do anything stupid. I'm trying to think. But see, that right there is why they say that journaling is good, man. See, I would think like a lot of the people, even I think Vega used to say it, like he can go back and look like 2 years ago on August 2nd, what was his thought process on a trade. But like it was a trade that I took earlier this week. I can't fully remember it, but I would have wanted to been able to remember to talk about it. And it's different ways of journaling, because like if you're recording yourself trading, that's a way of journaling. If you're going back looking at your trades, that's a way of journaling. So it's not always about writing it down. But when I listen to most of the professionals who've been at this for years and years, like they literally will journal daily. And they may not write it down. They may just type it in a word sheet or Excel spreadsheet or what's that, TradeZilla or whatever. Oh, look at that entry signal they might just gave me. Nice. But yeah, they just some type of mechanism to kind of chronicle their day's thoughts, because it's not just about the trade. It's like, what was my thoughts during that time? Like, how was I feeling as I saw this trade like about to blow my account up? How did I feel? And I don't want to feel like this no more. 2 weeks later, you saying the same thing. I felt this way. And then you go back and you say, dang, 2 weeks ago I had that same feeling. Why the hell am I doing it again? So, nah, man.
There's so many different markets and so many different experiences that people clearly know. And humans will be versus yes. Well, right? I think documenting the different market different like in this game for like 7 years. It makes no sense to jump. Then if you create something that is like potential trading, you don't have to.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying that's where like actually document it so that I can go back and say, yeah, this is what I did wrong. Even though it felt like a good week, this is what I did wrong. How do we counter this next time? Yeah, take your stop. It always comes down to take your stop. Exactly. And even if let's say your stop is 200, put a stop at 90. Put a to catch. Okay, I took a 10-point slippage on this one and got hit, which is better than that candle coming out of nowhere and just going 100 points. And now you like, please come back up, at least come up 50 points. Like it's over now. You done. Like, all right, my stop, my soft stop was 200. My hard stop is 190. I gave the market 10 points of wiggle room. And that's that when we be talking about, I don't want to just get wicked out if it's going to drop below this level. If it's going to drop below the money cloud, I don't want to get wicked out. But let me put a hard stop in to save me right there. So. Man, I told you that one day that my soles of my feet was sweating. I had to get up out of them Crocs. I was like, my soul was sweating. No, I was watching a video the other day. My man said that. He said, put on a heart rate monitor and watch your heart rate when you get into a trade. These are like I said, I watch all of these, man. Chat with Traders, Titans of Tomorrow. They say like, you never know you doing these things until you see it. Like record yourself when you trade. Turn on your webcam and just record your face. They was like, you can literally see the tension in your face when you're in a trade. And they was like, you don't know it. It's like, it's times where you'll stop breathing and you won't even know it. Like, you just like, oh God, I'm done. But you don't even know it. But when you go back, and they say, when you go back and look at the video, like, you'll be like, nah, that's not even me. Cause what's the dude who I say that I like, the psychology dude, Randy. Yeah, Randy. That's who was saying that. He was like, put on a heart rate monitor, same thing like how you were saying, like a pulsometer if you want to put it on your finger, and just watch when you get in a trade and see how you react. And what he was saying, like what he tries to, like the first thing that he teaches people when they come to him is he teaches them how to breathe. He was like, the first thing I teach somebody is how to breathe. Like when you get in a trade, breathe. And like it kind of releases that stress level, and it'll keep you from doing something very stupid. And I was like, yeah, because I know I'd be over here tripping. But I didn't got to the point now. I just turn the computer off and I just be like, all right, when I come back, I'm gonna either be green $5 or I just blew my account up. One of the two. It's gonna. No, it's that salvage at that point because I'm already down 500 points. So I'm like, just please get me back green. I got 100 more points and I done blew this account up. Or I'm gonna make $5. It's sad. This is the stuff that we struggle with. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah. But that's why I said, man, it's just got to find that eureka moment to not do the stupidness. That's the key. Find that whatever it is. That's what all the pros talk about. Like when you have that eureka moment, and or like what Jared used to say, you sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, then you give it up. But the other thing that he used to say that I would tell Spark is he was like, we don't make our penalty severe enough to not want to go against our trading plan. Yeah, so it's like if somebody told you like, I'm going to take the person that you love the most in your entire life and I'm going to torture the hell out of them every time you do something stupid, like, would you really do something stupid? Like, but if you know, this is me. If I know I blow an account up, I'm gonna go buy me a steak later on this evening. Like, I'm gonna treat myself to doing some stupidness. Like, that's backwards. No, that's backwards. It's like, that was my man. He was like, if you do something stupid, you should be eating a piece of bread and a half a cup of water. Every time you do something stupid, that should be your penalty. And eventually you're going to get tired of that. That's it. You're going to get tired of that. Like, and that's the thing. If I told myself I had to do exercise every time I did something stupid, I'd be strong man around here. I would be. Yeah. Exactly. Make it a punishment because we have no punishment. These accounts $49. I'll just go buy another one. Take profit of trader $90. I'll just go buy another one. Like, no, we need to have some penalty. We need to have something that, like I said, that penalty has to be severe. We're like, whatever.
get my shit together. And, you know, I don't have my, that shit was might be different for you. It's great for work with it. Straps, I don't know that that gave it more pressure, so this is we should be trained. And I think that's how I'm learning so much. We're learning like function in the process of but you gotta stop taking longs on a red chart. Like I was telling you about potentially taking, I tell them all the time, stop going against your code for done. What time is that? I will be but you just answered your question. You were like, you can take short with big half. Like, start with big red.
Uh-huh. Exactly. But look at it now. It's red. I told you it was gonna flip. I knew that was gonna flip. It ain't went nowhere, but nowadays, for me though, it's that if then. Like if this happens, then that should happen. If this happens, then that should happen. But at the end of the day, what do we always say it come back to? Even if I take a red trade on a green chart, take the dang on stop. If it doesn't work, take the stop. Take the stop. Get out of the trade. Like that to me is the most important thing, because I can see like up over here, I saw that the chart was going to be like setting up to go short. I could take that, put the stop just above this, take the stop. Because technically that could be a setup on a green chart. I'm kind of front running, which I would have been front running on this MYM. I would have front ran and got short at like 11.19. And that would have worked and it would have been still on a green chart, but it's red now. But my issue would always be not taking the stop. That's the downside. I don't take the stop. That's problem number 2. Problem number 1, not taking the stop. Cause what you said. Yeah, but there's 5, like how you always got these things of 5 or whatever. So first one, yeah, going against the chart. That's number 1. Second one, not taking the stop. Third one, adding to the trade. Like it's almost like they say with a plane crash. Like in a plane crash, they call what they call the Swiss cheese model. In every plane crash, there's the Swiss cheese model. And what the Swiss cheese model is, you know how Swiss cheese has those holes in it. Like if one thing happens, like you go through one hole in the Swiss cheese and you run into something, the plane crash doesn't happen. But now you take that second piece of Swiss cheese and you line that hole up, and now you done went through 2 pieces of Swiss cheese. When you get 5 pieces of that Swiss cheese to line up and you go through all 5 of them holes, the plane is going to crash. That's the same way with trading. So the first thing, you took a short on a green chart. That by itself is not going to blow the account up. But now trade goes against you, you don't take the stop. That's 2 things. That's still not going to blow your account up. Now you add it to the trade. Now you done went through 3 pieces of the Swiss cheese. Now you're getting close. And now you just accepted it like, I'm shutting this shit down. When I come back, it's either going to be a blown up or I'm going to be green. Like now you... Yeah. but that's that Swiss cheese model. It's the same thing. Like just one flaw in your edge is not going to blow you up. But it's when you just continue to add to the Swiss cheese. I'm gonna make a video on that today. The Swiss cheese model for trading. But yeah, it's crazy though. Like we always say we know what we should do. We know what we should be doing. It's just we don't do it. Uh-oh. Yeah. And we know if we we know if we make a bad trade, if we lose that one trade, that's not going to define us. We can come back and get green. Hmm. 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 Yeah, it's crazy. Be right. Yo, yo. Yeah, I had someone come pick up some stuff. Went and grabbed some Wendy's. See, your YM is running. Yeah, that bad boy is looking nice. Draw a channel on this bad boy. Let's go right.
You folks, what the grown folks talking about?
Looking at Lion over there making that money. Salad, I always get the same thing. Chicken salad. Yeah, salad, man. Try to be healthy. Just went and got me a. Yeah. Chipotle ain't Mexican, man. That ain't even Tex. That ain't even Tex-Mex. I don't know what Chipotle is. It's good though. Don't get me wrong. Used to be one of my favorite restaurants, but the quality went way downhill. Yeah, it's not as fresh as it used to be. Mm-hmm. And that's that guac too much for me. I can't get guac. I gotta pass on the guac. You can go buy a doggone avocado for 75 cents, but they're gonna charge you $4 for a little scoop. You think I'm out here making money in the stock market or something? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tomato and a red onion if you want to get fancy. See, now that's doing too much. That's doing a little too much. I'm not going to knock it, trust me. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds, trust me, it sounds delicioso. Yeah, the tanks and all that. It'll be a EPA site. That's what. Yeah, that's what I used to do in my former life. Go out and inspect those, make sure that they cleaned up all of the fuel.
You never take money at the table like, hey, man, give me a pass.
I'm still walking freely, aren't I? Of course not. That's a federal crime. I had a homeboy. Let me see. Let me make sure I ain't. Let me turn my mic off.